Good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the Morning for March the 14th, 2024. And what are you having for dinner today, everybody? And if it's not pie, you missed what day it is.
I don't know if I have a pie in the freezer. I will look.
Oh, I was teasing everyone at work about, it's Pie Day. So I thought, kimchi. I hate kimchi. Blech. Yeah, kimchi. Blech. I like Korean food, except for kimchi. But it is March 14th, hence it's Pie Day, so I thought on the way into the office today, I will stop and get a couple of frozen pies, bake them, take some downstairs for the guys downstairs, take some to the guys upstairs for the guys upstairs. And then after I got done with this great plan, the local bakery, known as Homemade, sent out a message saying, hey, come in today, and pie is $3.14 a slice, limit 2. And I'm like, oh, we are so having pie for dinner today. So it will be definitely a day of not particularly healthy food, but definitely delicious. Good morning, Pie. Speaking of Pie Day, it's pie on Pie Day. Hey, $3.14 for a piece of pie that's normally $6.95. I will take it. I did tell the dog starting this week I would make dessert on the weekend so we could have one day of indulgence every week. But then, $3 pie, I think indulgence will start next week. Good morning, Rachel. Good morning, my starlight. Let's see, do I have those Tetrion dinghies? Space, can I filter this? Yes. Nope. No event stuff with Tetrions. Oh, no. Ooh, well, you go to bed, Pie. Get some rest. Yeah, my boss, one of my other bosses, and the head of marketing had a sales call, not last night, but night before last, with a potential client in Singapore. And the client wanted to meet at 10 a.m. their time, which is 1 a.m. our time. So the three of them got up, did the 1 hour phone call. They said it was a great phone call, no problems. And one of them came into work at 7:30 regular time. The other two will be there. Well, Pie, 11 days in a row is going to wear you out. My concern always when I work one of these, wow, that's crazy hours. When I work one of these long things, which happens, every 6 months or so, I'll have a late shift so the day runs out being 14 or 18 hours. And then it takes me like 2 weeks to get my act back together. So I can't imagine what doing 11 days in a row would be like. You'd need 11 days just to recuperate. My doing the mental health thing for 4 days last week was very healthful. Brought me back into alignment with reality. And the reality it brought me into alignment with, I like my job, but gee, retirement, it'd be good. So called the financial guy to kind of say, hey. And his response was, hey, it's tax season. Can we talk in a month? Yes, we can talk in a month. But wouldn't it be nice, retirement? If I can afford it, or if I can go to part-time. The only thing that's a killer is health insurance. It's $1,000 a month. And that and the mortgage would be about all the money I'd get from the state. So I'd have to figure out how much I have to take out of my retirement fund. Or do I go to part-time and take some money from the state? And too much. So I think I'm going to have to keep working in some form or another. So anyway, that's my day. I've got Tetrion damage on this account. Other than that, don't talk taxes. I had to pay about $1,200 USD extra in taxes. That's about what I have to pay to the state. The feds give me $500 back this year. The state charged another $1,100. And that's mostly because the house closing and some inheritance from my husband. Most of that was tax-free because he was a smart man. And it got shifted over to me because I was part owner, whatever. He worked it out. Well, I don't blame you for not being a happy camper. That's a lot of money, Pie. I'm just happy it wasn't like 10,000 that I owned or owed. But I have a month to pay it. Technically, I have more than a month to pay it, but that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, getting back to kimchi, ugh. It's the texture more than anything else. It's rotten cabbage. Sauerkraut is fine. No problems. It's got crunch to it. Kimchi, go to bed, Pie. Love you, dear. Get some sleep. Rest well. Oops, that's the wrong one. That one. There we go. One more time. That. No. Why is that not working? That's interesting. There we go. It's like my shift key was locked down. Lemures, are you into a little space destruction this morning? You can have a crunchy kimchi. It really depends on where you get it from. Well, my friends got some from the Korean grocery store, which they said was really delicious, and they put it on my plate, and no. And then we go to a local restaurant called K-Town. So if you're ever in Indy, K-Town is a Korean barbecue. And they have like 20 different varieties of kimchi at the salad bar along with other stuff. Quite tasty for everything except the kimchi. Do we have a preference? Does anybody need to get anything done? I need Tetrian damage, so it could be anything spacey.
Anything spacey?
Anything spacey? Oh, we don't see Chris yet. Chris, my dear, where's Chris? Chris isn't on this morning. Chris must be working. Chris. Oh, Chris is constantly working. Hi, Chris. We missed you. We need Herc frigates. I'm game for a little swarm if anybody else is. You in, Chris, or are you busy doing work stuff today? Or am I just not seeing you here? Okay. Chris says, I'm currently undergoing a small breakdown because I keep getting stuff after other people, which I don't know how to follow up. So I might skip playing today. No issues at all. Yeah, I totally get that. We have a very small crew at work. And generally, you do your own stuff. Wee-woo, everyone?
Wee-woo?
You need a paper done, you write it. You need a report done, you write it. There's a few exceptions. If somebody needs a more complex spreadsheet built, I'll build it. Because I do it more often, and I'll do it faster than they can, and it's better use of their time and mine. But we hired a new guy and he's been with us for a year, and he still hasn't mastered the fact that if you want lunch brought in for somebody, for a meeting or something, get on the phone and order it. I am not a secretary. So he sent a note to me and the other female in the office saying, we're having these people in for this on this date. And we both looked at him and went, and? Well, we need lunch. There's a phone. Order. You've got a credit card. Well, I don't know how we do it. And you're girls.
The Herc are about to...
Famous last words.
Right? That's like someone might want to explore other alternative jobs.
I'm always looking for alternative jobs, but it's rare to find a company that's like, you're having a bad day, go home. Stay home for as long as you need to. You are important to us. And
No,
that's worth the
I
time.
meant the new guy.
Well, if he brings us sales, then we'll keep him around.
Going to the right.
I'm apparently going to the left because I just reflexively went to the left. But yeah, Chris, I was looking at jobs yesterday, just to see what's out there. And I get calls from headhunters all the time, and they almost always want a bachelor's degree, which I do not have, and all my degree stuff is related to nursing, which isn't terribly helpful when you're looking for bookkeeping jobs. And it's a long story of how come your degree is in nursing and you do bookkeeping. Well, and I don't want to go back to nursing. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. And Lori says, Chris, did you make a YouTube video on the Universe class bumping into stuff in the breach? Well, since Chris has a Universe class, I wouldn't be surprised. See if I can, come on, let me just send power. Fine, I'll shoot everything. So Frost and I were talking about starting up a collection of YouTube clips on all the weird little detail-y things that people are like, well, how do I do this? How do I do that? I thought that was a great idea, except I'm not quite sure how to categorize them when we're doing it. There is some thinking to be done here. Oh, Lemurray's got his 5. I have 142,000 of my 500, but somehow I think I'll get some more damage done here. So we have 2 Tholian ones for the new event, is that it? Vault and Azure Nebula. Am I correct about that? Which one's left? Oh, we got them all. Okay, yay. So, Chris, I had thought, okay, I can go back to college and get my degree and go back and apply for some of these other jobs with bachelors. But why would I do that? Yeah, I could make another 20,000 a year, but if I'm only going to work 5 more years, is it worth a 3-year investment of time and money, called $60,000 in 3 years, and then only get 2 years of the money back? Would I ever get it back? No.
Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them. Herc ship spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there.
Ship is under attack.
Okay, this is gonna make me crazy. Don't be there, be there. Thank you. Whew. For some reason I put evasive maneuvers over on Shift 7, or excuse me, Control 7, which is just slightly more of a reach than I can easily do. Taz says, I can't decide on which ship to fly. I don't know what the options are. What are your options? All of them?
Head to escape route Beta. Protect the refugee ships.
Anniversary ships?
Herc ship spotted at escape route Gamma.
The
Legendaries?
new Orion ship coming out today.
New ship?
Herc dreadnought on sensors. Be careful.
Is it available or does one have to win it?
One has to win it. It'll be in the Infinity Pack.
I still have to get the Shrike out of the Infinity Pick. I still have to get a Shrike and Connie 3, which is not higher on the list. Chris says, looks like crap. That's too bad. I would love a good Orion ship. Yeah, I'll spend the money. Just give me a price. I don't like to gamble. I just want to buy it. Oh, the one from Lower Decks. Okay.
Yep.
Refugee ships heading down escape
So I'm sitting here
route.
pounding away on this Becrid hive, and all my pets are doing more damage than I am. It's very sad. Okay, but I got my 500,000.
Ship spotted at escape
I can relax
route
now.
Gamma. Get over there.
Good morning, Ashi. The new constellation would be lovely. It's even got fancy carrier stuff. Okay, so I did pick up an Infinity ship, opening some boxes a couple of nights ago. But I knew somebody who really has wanted the Connie,
Speeding up the
so I
evacuation.
gave him the Connie.
All lanes will be utilized now.
Because,
Head
you
to
know,
escape route Beta.
the whole idea in life is to make
Protect
other
the
people
refugee
have some good times too. Oh, that's so much better to have that right there now. Making anything viable is always expensive in one way or another. And then I look at 40 plus tunes that I've got, and trying to make one good is doable. Trying to make all 48 good, 44, whatever they are, good, not so much.
Refugee ships
Yeah, I'll
heading
go
down
check out that
escape
link in a
route
minute.
Alpha. Protect them.
So the question is, if you are a Federation captain in Star Trek, not Star Trek Online, but Star Trek, and you've got the flagship of the fleet, the be-all and end-all, and they bring out a new model, what do you do then? But Admiral Quinn, I really need that new ship. It's prettier than mine. You gave it to him, you should give it to me. You can just see all these whiny, petulant little captains in Quinn's office.
Realistically speaking,
Head to escape route.
there might be some ship envy, but for the most part, they're pseudo-military and will just wait to be, issued a new ship if needed.
Oh, I'm just having fun with this, Ed. I'm just thinking through the scenario.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
Captains moaning and groaning.
But
I
could
don't know if
easily
they'd
also
be-
see a bunch of Wesley Crushers.
Kirk's ship spotted at escape route gap.
Maury says,
Get
I don't know
over
if they'd be that keen if they'd form an emotional attachment to the ship. Picard and the Stargazer.
there. Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them.
I suspect if he went back to the Stargazer after being on the Enterprise for a decade or more, he'd be like, huh, I wonder what I thought was so great about this ship. I mean, it's nice and all, but...
I mean, he did during that, when, what's his face, that, the Ferengi brought it in?
Yeah, but it wasn't quite the same thing. Wasn't he being manipulated by the mind device thing?
Yes, but the ship still had, some sentimental value to him.
This is true, but I'm thinking, go back and actually try and serve on it for 6 months and suddenly realize I've forgotten how small the
Right.
bathroom was. Little things like that.
Or his time on the, what was it, the Reliant?
Mm-hmm. Actually, I don't disagree with you, but I think that's more real life than it is
Hopefully
Star
the
Trek.
Kirk swarm.
How did we do? We done fine, but we're gonna take some fleet marks today. Go. Let's see.
So, at the end of Generations,
Yes.
when when Picard and Riker beam up,
Yes.
there's 3 ships that are leaving orbit:
Yes.
a Nebula, a Miranda, and a No Berth.
Okay.
The Miranda is said to be the Reliant.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't the Reliant destroyed in Wrath of Khan?
Yes, but rechristening a ship with the same name doesn't always get a -A or B, C, like the Defiant, right?
Yes.
The Sao Paulo version didn't get a -A; it just got the Defiant.
But would the number be -A? It wouldn't be the Defiant A, like it's not the... We call it the Enterprise D or
Yeah,
whatever, but
no,
it's the 1701D.
Yeah, no. So the Defiant didn't receive the -A at the end of its registry in the second version.
So a generalized statement would be they play loose with terminology and technology and naming protocols, correct?
Correct. Because according to when Boimler's talking, number 1's like, what would come after the dash? Which would suggest that the hyphen letter wasn't quite, uniform yet.
Hey, I'm going to change accounts really quick here, so hang on while I do this, and then I'll invite you over, Taz. There we go. So as she says, the flag probably wouldn't have moved until unless they formally retired the ship as a whole, or there's good reason not to keep it on the aging ship anymore, like in the 1701D crashing into a planet. That's a good reason.
Because there's actually a version of the Galaxy saucer that reads Enterprise E,
Okay.
because they weren't sure if they were going to just, bring in a new Galaxy class starship for it for the next movie, or so they wanted to set it up possibly.
Okay, let me jump back here. I'll send out invitations real quick here. Good morning, Chosen. Lamori says, I just finished season 3 now. I feel bad for Boimler most of the time. But Boimler actually has, for what is a cartoon, has a decent story arc. Oh, let's see. I have AP damage in space, disruptor damage in space, and Tetrion damage in space. All right. Woo!
Nice.
Yeah.
Rainbow build.
Yeah, well, this one, unfortunately, is my AP ship. I'm going to have to switch around, so there will be a little switching here. Guys, pick something and we can start knocking off some of these. Woohoo! Hold, are we in season 3 of Lower Decks, or did we go to season 4?
I think we're coming up on season 4.
Okay, all right. Chris needs Herald ships. Gateway to Grethor, everybody? Let's see what people are sending me messages for. Oh. Items sold in the exchange. There we go. We really have lots of messages today. Gateway it is. Let me launch her up here. Wee woo.
Wee woo.
Wee woo, everybody? Got 3 wee woos. We'll assume we're a full wee woo team here. I have a dedicated Tetrion build on a different tune and disruptors. I wonder if I have any disruptors I can throw on here. Let's see.
Dabblewood Lita is a licensed product of Borg Enterprises.
Oh, I do have some disruptors here. There. I threw on some disruptors to go with my AP. Won't be a great build, but let's be honest. Gateway doesn't require a great build. Just for variety, I'm going right. Woohoo!
The direction I'm going.
I did this as a pug the other day and wrote down in the little message, I'll go left. Everybody went left. Chosen says, I only use phasers on my Odyssey class build. Typically this ship is an AP build, but might as well see if I can knock out some of the disruptor damage, and then when we go for the Tetrion build, I'll switch out to a different ship. Because timing-wise, that'd be about right. And yes, we are going to do a show tonight, so we'll probably hit those advanced and elite queues. Oh, hold on. This will count as the advanced queue. What am I saying? There it is. Oops, I don't want these guys. Not these guys! Oh, well that was my AP damage right there. Oh, there's easy. Fine.
I'll go planet side.
Okay, I'm going to go over and help out on the other side first, since the station is naked. The dogs did have a bit of a bark fest last night. I have no idea what they were barking at, but I was emptying boxes and they decided to stand in the backyard and just bark at air, leaves, whatever they do.
Are they acclimatizing to the new house?
They are. They're doing a great job. Especially the, hey, we need to go. Oh, we can go pee without putting on collars. We just walk out in the backyard. But they do want to walk, so I kind of understand that. But I will take them out for a good walk on Saturday morning since I'm not going to go into Chicago. Chosen says, I just woke up about 10 minutes ago. I get that. Ashley says, I could honestly use a few more patrols that are good for farming. Rescue and search. Good farming. I would say Trouble Over Tur on Advanced, because you've got that prolonged sequence where it's you versus the Alachi and it drops a ton of stuff. Well, it looks like I'm at the station and station side. Am I at the station? Or no, I'm over at the shipyard. My bad. I'm wherever I am right now. I guess I wandered just a wee bit there.
Ninth rule on advanced or elite is good.
Well, that she says ninth rule and rescue and search are over so quickly, and there's still a 20-minute cooldown. Yeah. So Trouble Over Tur. If you want to team up, we can do that when we're done here. So I can switch over to something that's got Tetrions.
I got a crazy amount of junk from doing Azura Nebula.
Really? That's surprising.
Those gateways are emitting intense levels of theta radiation.
Radiation,
Close them.
blah, 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 blah.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Ooh, Chosen still has his free T6 coupon.
Me too. I haven't figured out anything to do with it.
Me either. Probably should give it to some of my less developed tunes and let them each get a T6. One day next week I will grab one of my lower level tunes. A T6 coupon, we can have a vote on what we do and build it up. That was convenient. It opened a radiation gateway right underneath me.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
I have some T6s. I have some T5s. I don't know that there's anything T5 worth opening up, is there?
Only to get the skins.
Okay.
Shipyard troop transports
I
are
don't know how I
beginning
wound
their
up with
run
all
to
these
the
T...
planet.
Oh, I'm sure I got them out of packs. Now that I think about it. At one point, we were giving away the T5 ships as fleet prizes. First prize, you get a T5 ship. Second prize, you get 2 T5 ships.
Hence this trivia question, you win a prize. You got it right. What do I win? T5 ship. Can I pass it on and double it?
There you go. Perfect.
By the end, it's like 30 T5 ships, and people are like, nah, pass it on, double it.
Yeah, there are some T5 ships that have decent consoles. That is true.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
I still don't see them putting the Angelou class into the game.
No.
The flying forest.
It would be nice. I don't see it happening. Hey, Chris, I was looking at your comment about Tomb Raider, and I noticed that there's a swimming sequence in there. Why can't we have swimming? I mean, I know why they told me we can't have it, but I want it. I want to have Ryza where we can go swimming.
Alright.
We got time. You know, maybe with the changeover to Deka, they'd be willing to consider it.
Ooh. We could have Archer's favorite sport.
Water polo?
Water polo.
How are we going to do that for a game? I'm not saying no, I'm just thinking, how do we do that? We got 30 seconds left here. Did they explain why? Yeah, they did. Please don't ask me why, because it's been like 3 years. My thought had been, all you need to do is the same mechanic that you do for the floaters. You just change the environment to be kind of like Undine Space, where you get that wibbly-wobbledy watery effect. And a little bit of a change of motion. And since they've perfected it for the Undine, why can't we have it now? Why can't we go swimming? We have a melting dreadnought? We have a... Oh, almost. It almost melted. Where is it? Now it melted. No, technically it didn't melt yet. There it goes. Okay. I could see it being a problem if you had to convert from being in air to being in water. Like,
Our troops have landed. We will fight.
you'd need something to segue from one to the other, but we do that when we've got the little TFO in the winter event. We could do that in space, or in air. It's a separate TFO, you have to queue up for it, and it's underwater.
Right? So like a water polo TFO?
Water polo TFO, or what if we were to do something like the air races where you have to go through the hoops, but we do it in the water, and you have to have special breathing equipment, so you'd have to set up another little shop there for underwater guys, and you basically wind up getting sent into the underwater sequence wearing your special diving suit, and you can get the regular rental water floaters, whatever you want to call them, and do the race. And I would say we'd probably have to make the race a little bit different than going through the hoops, but you would need to set a three-dimensional boundary.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you can't just fly over it. Maybe you have to go through caves. Maybe you have to go
Caves.
through caves, and then once you're in the cave, you have to hunt for the present, the little gift, like you do with the winter one.
The escape from the uh what's the name of the bird of prey that in the one with the whales.
The one with the whales. Yeah, the bird of prey from the one with whales. I know what you mean. I'm switching tunes, folks, so...
Yeah, but the flooded section when they land in the bay and they have to get out.
Yeah, it's a whale rescue thing. How about underwater exploration? So it is a crashed ship. It's not really crashed because, that would damage the environment. But there's a ship underwater, and you have to go explore it for something. That would be amazing. And ooh, I could see that. And you've got a time limit of some sort.
Right.
We can write this, guys. Bounty. It gets renamed the Bounty. I know that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the one that they had a hard time trying to find because the cloaking device kept going on and off.
Is that the story?
Yeah, that's the official story.
I love it.
Is that Scotty and them were having a hard time finding it because it sank to the bottom of San Francisco Bay, and the cloaking device kept going on and off.
Wow. Good morning, Obi-Wan. All right. Let's see. Ashley, did you get all of the farming stuff that you need, or shall we team you into this one, and we can run a couple patrols? The game had a patch last week. It hasn't had one. It'll have one a little bit later today. Might be pre-patch if you're getting that. Okay, so hang on a second here. Let's see what it has to say.
Those are the
Patch notes for today. Event campaign with Tholian Trouble, so you've got your choice of Azure Nebula Rescue, which can be AFK'd. Just do it on private, please. And Vault Ensnared, which I don't believe can be AFK'd. 14 Days of Progress. This is part of the meta event, and then it goes to Dilithium. Let's see. You can do a buyout right away if you want to. There's a prize of the Tholian Technology Suite Kit Module. And either tech upgrade or spec point, and 25,000 lithium or single character. General stuff. Hopefully the bridge officers are repaired. Yay. Some issues with Awani's Fleet Power Network array. Foe targeting command bridge officer abilities. Suppression barrage. Issue with the Type 7 shuttlecraft hangar pets. And issue with Admiralty ship for Princeton Miracle Worker. Having too many combined stat points allocated. Dag nabbit. Oh, not that I've got it. But darn, that would be nice. Alright, I'm going to grab Ashley for this one so she can go do some farming if I can find you. Where are you? There you are. Sorry, first one. No wonder I can't see you. I will invite you in. Chris, how are you doing? You still up for a little more gaming? Oh. Actually, I had changed ones. I have room for one more person. Who wants to join?
So my wife and daughter are out in LA for the next week.
Yeah, so you had said.
And my daughter did something cute. You know the little, like, It's Easy buttons?
Yes.
Staples and all? Yeah, she put one on my desk with her saying she loves me.
Oh, Obi-Wan, where are you? I don't see you here.
Oh, So all I have to do is press it, and it's like.
That's nice. I like that. Oh, Obi-Wan's still loading in. Tell you what, Obi-Wan, you load. I'm going to get Taz in this one, and we'll pull you in for the next one. How's that? Let's do Trouble Over Tur. Okay, so we're going to run this as a patrol.
We're on ad break.
Yeah, that's why I'm typing things out here. So let's do Trouble Over Tur.
That new show looks interesting. Apples Never Fall.
Never seen it. Never heard of it.
It's on Peacock. It's got Sam Neill and
Oh, really? I love Sam Neill. In most stuff. Chris and Ed, you both need to launch this one.
which one is it?
Trouble Over Tur. Oh, we lost Ashy. Hang on. We lost you, Ashy.
Oh, my back. Oh.
Oh. There we are. Okay. We are on advanced difficulty, so we should be good for this one. Just waiting on Chris. Chris! Get here. Come on over here. Oh, crud. I grabbed the right tune and I got the wrong ship. Let me see if it'll let me switch out the ship. It's not going to let me change my ship. Gosh darn it.
This has been a disturbing day. First
Oh,
the
well.
festival and my grandsire
Maybe?
Moopsy.
Yeah,
Fire
I'll do that on the next
sort of
one.
mystery. Why would it? Very well. Watch out! The lot
Hopefully I got time for one more here. We did this with Augie the other night.
Target those Alachi and fire.
And it still takes time, but man, if I'd had dreadnoughts that night, that would have been amazing. We were on Elite, it's just dropping dreadnoughts, and they were disappearing. Dreadnought appears, dreadnought doesn't appear. Dreadnought appears, dreadnought doesn't appear.
Yeah, when Augie's about ships spawn, but then they don't.
Ilachi warships on
It's like the Roach Motel. Ships check in, but they don't check out.
More Ilachi ships on approach. Get ready to fight. Hostile Ilachi fleet on sentinel. Here they come.
And we're out of commercial. Welcome back, everybody.
This is the Liberator. Immediate assistance required.
So we did start up Defensive Starbase 1.
Covering fire on our
Kasat wanted to do it. And of course, as you beam into Starbase 1, at the very beginning, it's all debris every place. I don't know who said it, but someone said, Augie's been here.
This is the Liberator. Immediate assistance required.
I'm just going to pass on all the stuff there, so if somebody else wants to grab it, feel free. Will my gravity well snapshot at my power level at use, or does the effectiveness constantly change depending on the power for its full duration? I think it's a constant, isn't it? I don't remember the gravity well decreasing in power. Theoretically, it should drop off, but I don't think it does. So if I use it as I drop out of a full impulse, is it going to be really weak for the full duration? I don't know. I mean, I could see the argument for if your ship's power isn't back up to full, it wouldn't be at full, but at the same time, logically, you wouldn't have your ship's equipment that you're dropping, like your torpedoes, be at lower power because you just came out of impulse. It shouldn't be linked. Just, it shouldn't be linked. That doesn't mean it isn't. Did Event 2 of the event campaign start on PC this afternoon? It hasn't started yet. So we'll have the patch in about 3 hours, and once that's done, so call it 6 hours from now, 5 hours from now, the second meta event starts.
Attacks like these are going to continue.
Ashley, have you finished your cooldown on Ninth Rule? It says on the blog that it should have started yesterday. No, tomorrow. Or today. Things don't start on Wednesdays. Tuesdays or Thursdays, and generally Thursdays. Let me see if it'll let me switch ships now. There we go. Chris says, of course there's a typo. Alright, so let me make sure I've got some Tetrion toys there. I do. Yep, that's what mine is today, Obi-Wan. I'm just having a lovely evening or lovely morning of damage. Lots of space damage. Woohoo! Would you all be up for a quick Ninth Rule? So Ashley can get some more stuff.
I need salvage.
Okay. Let's just make sure everybody's good for it. 6 minutes and Ninth Rule it is. Okay. And on advanced again, so let us launch it. And this will be my last one, then I'm off to work. Because I have to stop at the store. I've had to go to the store like every single day this week. Oh, we're out of coffee because I took last week off. Oh, we're out of this. Oh, we're out of that.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Looks like there was a fight here recently. I'm not
Oops, where did that go? No, come back here. There we go. There it is. Yay.
Good afraid so.
Ashi, we're just waiting on you.
sorry to interrupt.
Kate the Carter and Shergan.
Greeting a single Ferengi vessel, Marauder class. Safety closed.
I'm just in it for the damage. Lots of shopping. Sounds like my life lately.
Leave enough of their ships for salvage.
Oh, I wish.
Well, moved into the house after living in an
Oh.
apartment with nothing for furniture for 4 years, and I didn't save much of the furniture from my house.
That's right. I remember. I think chatted or was in chat. We were in the process of.
Yes, I'm in the new place finally.
Oh, congrats.
Thanks.
That's good.
I'm still living in boxes, but that's a different story.
So I don't want to just don't tell me how long I've been here.
So, extremely long story, very short. A former fleet mate, who I kind of adopted as a son, made some really stupid decisions and will not be free to roam the public for the next couple of years, so I have all of his stuff, including his dog,
Jeez.
until he becomes a member of society again. And it's all in my garage. And it is taking up a lot of my garage. I refuse to spend $100 a month to put it in storage because, another 2+ years before he has access to it. That's a lot of money. I can spend that money better on other things. So it's in the garage and I'm slowly separating it out. And then thinking, can I put it up in my attic? Yes, I probably can put it in my attic. Do I want to put that much stuff in my attic? Because that means taking it up and down the attic stairs. Then
Can
it's
you
not
make them come and put it up the stairs for you? That way at least they...
that person?
Yeah.
No, generally they don't let them out in public. I'm trying to think of a nice way of saying prison. So no, and
just ask. You
and
you
he's
gotta
in a
put it out
different
there,
state.
Just,
Yeah.
You gotta manifest it.
Well, my coworker's like, "We'll help you move," and I'm like, "You guys helped me move 3 times. That's all that's required of you."
Yeah.
So the last time,
Like we used
go ahead.
to say, my uncle was a resident of Huntsville.
Pretty much, yeah. That's a good way to put it. So my coworkers showed up the last 2 times I moved, and I'd been working on getting this stuff up a flight of stairs, down a flight of stairs, up a flight of stairs, down, for days. And they showed up at 8:15, and I said, it should take more than a couple hours. They had it done in 40 minutes, the whole thing. Moved my furniture, put it together, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, can I buy you guys a case of beer or some breakfast? And they're like, nah, we're good. We're just going to go do our stuff now.
They turned down free breakfast?
They turned down free... Well, they wanted to go, do football or baseball or whatever it was with the kids, and somebody had a dance lesson. It was a Saturday morning. Which was amazing in many ways and kind of sad because it was my exercise for that month. So I've noticed already since I've moved in here, I've been hauling stuff up and down the stairs so much that I've dropped 3 pounds. So I'm happy because I have to fit in a really tight pair of pants for this convention. I bought the pants and I could return them or I could just lose enough weight to fit in them, We'll go that way. We'll go that way. Anyway, it is magic time. Yeah, I have to do some IKEA stuff. But I don't have to do it today. So I'm off to work, everybody. We will be on tonight. If you still have the Universal that hasn't been done, mine got done unintentionally. We'll do the Universal and lots of other stuff. Pardon?
Oh, advanced or elite queue. Oh, that's
Yeah.
easy. I can do that right now.
Like that isn't half the stuff we do anyway.
Yeah.
So no worries there. And if you've got a low-level tune that you want to run on something advanced, well, we will do that. Anyway, thank you all for being here this morning. And are you ready with our sound effects there, Id?
Yep.
All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Stay moopsome.
Moopsy.